As we move to the bottom of the seventh inning, the Bulldogs move to the bullpen for the first time today. It was a great start. I mean, you would certainly take that from the left-hander, Karsten Swain, as he goes 6 innings, 3 hits, just 1 run with a walk and 7 strikeouts. And now we see right-hander Landon Hood here, Blake.
Yeah, 6'3" freshman, 200 pounds, at a Canyon View High School. It's another tall drink of water coming out of the bullpen. Where do they grow these guys, man?
I have no idea. Nowhere that I'm familiar with. We didn't grow them in Shawnee, Oklahoma when I was growing up.
Third appearance on the year. He's got a 1-0 record. 8 1/3 innings pitched. 1 walk, no runs given up. Struck out 10. Opponents are hitting 107 against him.
So he's been tough out of the bullpen. As Landon Hood out of Goodyear, Arizona. He's already been the West Coast Conference Freshman of the Week 2 weeks ago. He will face Trey Gamble, Drew Dickerson, and Nolan Stevens for the Sooners here in the 7th. And the first pitch, an off-speed pitch that's in there. Gamble struck out twice against Swim today. He's 4 for 10 on the weekend with 6 runs driven in, including a home run. And the 0-1. This is inside. Hood's a little bit similar to the Sooners' Caden Leon with that little hesitation as he gathers himself when he comes set.
Yeah, the velo's there too, 95. It's a really good young arm for the Zags bullpen.
1-1 is low and in here to Gamble. And so Landon Hood does something his predecessor didn't do very often, and that is fall behind the Sooner hitter. Gamble batting .400, 3 home runs, 14 runs driven in. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. All the runs today have been on home runs. Gonzaga getting a 2-run blast from Mikey Bell to left center in the 3rd. And Brandon Brock homering for the Sooners in the 6th. 2-1 Bulldogs starting the bottom of the 7th. And that hit Gamble, the 3-1 pitch, and that smarted. I think that got him ball on bone on the right knee, Blake.
It doesn't feel good at 95 either, I'll tell you that. 3-1 count, I wish you'd just throw me a ball instead of hitting me with it.
That is a good point. But Gamble earns his way to first via the hit by pitch, and the Sooners have the tying run aboard with nobody out. They're going to let Trey walk that off. We kind of joke now, a guy twists an ankle or falls down, he gets up, say, walk it off. Those hurt.
Yeah, they do.
Walk it off isn't as funny when you get hit by a pitch.
Right. I used to love them, send the pictures of the bruises to the boys the next day, like that. Check this out, man.
Yeah. It's a badge of honor. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. So Gamble at first. Here's Drew Dickerson, the DH. Gamble takes one big step towards second and then halts it right there. And Hood pumps one in there for a strike to Dickerson, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a line out to right field today. Right-hander against right-hander. They are straight away in the outfield and on the infield. And a throw to first sends Gamble back in diving. Sooners are 40 out of 44 in the stolen base department this year. Haven't attempted one today, but they haven't had any base runners.
Gamble's the first base runner without 2 outs.
The 0-1 breaking pitch fouled off, and that took the mask off the plate umpire, C.J. Burdett. So the catcher, Sherman, will go out and give our plate umpire a moment to gather his senses, and I think they'll even come out and check him. Just make sure he's okay. He says, yeah, I'm good.
Can ask his hat differently. He'd slam that thing on his...
Mm-hmm. So within about 4 pitches, we've seen a batter hit by a pitch and the home plate umpire hit by a foul ball. And it's 0-2 here on Dickerson. A runner at first and nobody out. Hood to the plate and threw a fastball past the swinging Drew Dickerson for the first out. That is strikeout number 8 for Gonzaga pitching today. 7 for the starter Swim, and the first for the reliever Landon Hood.
Gotta think you're going to try to manufacture a run here. Put Gamble in motion. You let Drew Dickerson swing because of the pop. See if Gamble can get to second base with less than 2 outs.
Gamble a perfect 6 out of 6 in the stolen base department. And the first pitch is an off-speed pitch to Stevens, who was looking to ambush a fastball there. He was looking for the express, and he got the local. And it's 0-1.
Yeah, I think you take that. You give him one pitch. This is yours. Try to hit a homer. I'll get settled back in.
The throw over chases Gamble back in. It trickles away out of the glove of White, but he's able to retrieve it before it gets too far. And so Gamble stays put. Stevens, with Drew Dickerson aboard in the second, had a base hit, and the Sooners had runners at first and third with 2 outs, but the starter Swim was able to get the final out. And so that rally got squelched. 0-1, he's out in front again. Couple of off-speed pitches that have tied up Nolan Stevens. And it's 0-2 to the Sooner right fielder. Stevens 1 for 2 today. He was 3 for 3 yesterday with a home run. And he waved at that pitch. 3 similar pitches, and he got him swinging on all 3. 2 gone, and back-to-back strikeouts now for the reliever Hood.
Yeah, all 3 of those were at the belt or below when they started out of the hand. Got to see that breaking ball up.
So the Sooners going to pinch hit now with Dasan Harris batting for Jason Walk in the number 8 spot. Do you think they'll try to move Trey Gamble here with 2 outs? Maybe see how this at-bat unfolds for Dasan, Blake?
Yeah, I think you give him the first pitch. Dasan's a pretty quick, good ball that bats a ball kind of guy. We'll give you a knock here and there. See if we get Gamble moving on this first pitch.
So Dasan Harris' first plate appearance, man, he is so good in these spots where you ask him to come off the bench, but he swings through the first pitch fastball from Landon Hood, and it's 0-1. Harris had 2 hits yesterday, but he swings through that one, and that breaking pitch is nasty from Landon Hood. It's basically like a slow curveball.
Right, it comes from a kind of a low 3/4 spot too.
And it's 0-2, tying the Sooner hitters in knots. He has struck out Dickerson and Stevens. He's ahead 0-2 here on Dasan Harris, the pinch hitter. And now we got time called, and they say that Harris was not into the batter's box in time, a violation on the hitter for a strike, and it's a strikeout. So Harris saw 2 pitches, didn't even get to see a third. He's called for a batter's pitch clock violation, and the inning is over. Trey Gamble hit by pitch to start the inning, but he gets left out there, and we've played 7 with Gonzaga on top 2-1 in Norman. This is Sooner Baseball from Learfield. We got a good one alongside former Sooner Blake Brewster. I'm Chad McKee. Oklahoma trails by 1, sending a pinch hitter to the plate to start the 8th inning. It is Dayton Taki who swings at a first pitch fastball from Landon Hood. It comes up empty. Taki pinch hitting in the number 9 spot for Kyle Branch. 2-1 Gonzaga, looking to salvage one of the 3 games this weekend are the Bulldogs. Hood kicks and comes to the plate, and Taki takes an off-speed pitch for a called strike 2 on the inner half. Crowd grumbles a bit over that call. Dayton digs back in from the left side, and the right-hander Hood readies the 0-2. Low and in. Man, that was a tough take right there.
It really is.
Especially considering where the previous pitch was. Taki hit a 2-run home run here Friday night. Drove in 4, and that Sooner run rule win. The 1-2 is too tall. Man, what a luxury to bring this bat off the bench.
Yeah, getting the left-handed bat in there. more power than Kyle Branch. Trying to tie this game up.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Taki takes low and in. Sooners will have the top of the order, Camden Johnson, next. And they will be happy not to be facing Caden Swim, who was tough on the top of the lineup today with the exception of Brendan Brock. The payoff to Taki. Fastball and a called strike 3 on the inside corner by plate umpire C.J. Burdett. 1 away. And that is strikeout number 9 for Gonzaga pitching today.
It's one that could go either way. Maybe a ball inside. It's too close for let him call.
1 away, base is clear. Camden Johnson in. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out today. Still batting .371. And the pitch is in there. Off speed on the outer half and at the belt. They're straight away in the outfield, pretty deep in left. The wind's blowing out, and all the runs have been scored on home runs to left center field today. 0-1 from Hood. Low and in. Skies have gotten darker. Cloud cover it's about the same, which is mostly cloudy. It's just darker clouds. And I'm not sure I like that, Blake.
I don't know if I like that. Gonna get wet. I might melt.
There's almost a little feel, a little smell of rain.
Yeah.
After a breaking pitch, got a piece of it, fouled it off, and it's 1-2 on Camden Johnson. Inside the park home run yesterday. How many inside the park home runs did you hit?
Maybe 1. I don't know. You kind of stop counting them when you're 9 and 10, right? But
this pitch is low and in. Well, you might dispute some of those little league inside the park home runs. May have been a misplay or 2 out in the field.
I think I'm going to start counting at like 12.
Yeah.
We'll call it that. Probably 1.
2-2 pitch here. Whacked on the ground into the hole between first and short. Second baseman Shoot to his left, able to come up with it and throw to first. 2 down in the 8th inning. Here's Brendan Brock, who homered in the 6th inning. It is 2-1 Gonzaga with the bases empty and 2 down in the bottom of the 8th.
I'm Landon Hood. I'm not throwing him a slider. I know that.
Right-hander to right-hander. And upstairs. Story of this game to me, the pitching of Swim, the starter for Gonzaga today, Blake.
Yeah, he was able to locate 3 pitches for strikes and keep hitters off balance all day long. Got that pitch count up to 100 and handed the ball off.
The 2-1, drilled into right center. Haley is back to the wall. He reaches up, bangs into the wall, but he hangs on and robs extra bases from Brendan Brock. Maddox Haley, the right fielder, with a gem to save things for now for the Bulldogs as Brock gave it a ride. But he has to walk back to the Sooner dugout as the final out in the 8th inning. For the Sooners, it was no runs on no hits and no errors with nobody left. We'll go to the 9th. It is Gonzaga 2, Oklahoma 1. Well, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning at Kemry Family Stadium in Norman. 7-1 Gonzaga trying to salvage the final game of this 3-game series. And back out goes the second pitcher of the day, Landon Hood, to try to get the Sooners. Oklahoma will have a fighting chance. They'll have Dayton LaChance, Jackson Willits, and Trey Gamble headed to the plate. But 7-1 Bulldogs, 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 6 men left for Gonzaga. Oklahoma a run on 3 hits with an error, and 4 men left on the bases. Dayton LaChance to lead things off. Whacks one foul back to the back screen.
Be good as time as any for the first home run in the Sooner uniform. Try to scratch and claw your way back into this 6-run lead.
LaChance had a base hit back in the 6th inning. 0-1 misses outside and low, and it's a ball and a strike to Dayton LaChance. 3 hits on the weekend for LaChance. He has been able to drive in 2 runs. Goes after a high fastball, fouls it back to the back screen. As mentioned, the Sooners have midweek action with Dallas Baptist coming to Norman. First pitch is set for 6:30 Tuesday night here at Kimry Family Stadium. 1-2 pitch here, swung on and missed. And that's now 10 strikeouts for Gonzaga pitching today.
Yeah, they've had the number for the Sooner lineup. Been able to mix up pitches all day long to any different situation, throw any pitch in any count.
1 away, and the base is clear. The batter will be Jackson Willits. Jackson 0 for 3 today. First pitch is outside to Landon Hood. Right-hander to left-hander. And Willits takes a fastball inside 95 miles per hour. Jackson Willits tripled on Friday. He is 2 for 11 this weekend with an RBI and a couple of runs scored. And the 2-0 is downstairs. Santa Clara will come in for a 4-game set over the weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6:30 Thursday and Friday, 2 o'clock Saturday. And then the finale a week from today will be at 1 o'clock. This pitch is upstairs, and it's a 4-pitch walk issued to Jackson Willits. He reaches for the first time today.
Just a second walk given up by Zags pitching.
Number 20, Trey Gamble.
Yeah, you'll take 10 strikeouts and 2 walks against this Oklahoma lineup, no doubt. Trey Gamble to the plate, 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in the 7th. Prior to that, he had a pair of strikeouts. There is activity in the Gonzaga bullpen. Should real trouble start brewing, with the 1 away, Gamble takes down and in. One 0 is in there. Gamble kind of shortened up on the bat handle. Just getting a look at some pitches here.
Yeah.
Is Trey Gamble.
I think you're right. Just trying to time it up. Got to pass the stick if you're going to do it. A little Sooner magic late in the 9th.
One big hack and a changeup there, I believe, Blake. And that'll send it to 1-2.
Absolutely right. Pulled the string. Good time for it.
He held up on the swing. Zags thought they had a called strike 3, but none forthcoming from C.J. Burdett behind the plate, so the count rolls to 2-2 on Trey Gamble. Willits edges away from first. Gamble goes after the 2-2 and comes up empty. So a strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Landon Hood has 4 since he came on in relief of Swim, the starter. The Sooners are down to their final out. Bulldogs got a 2-run home run from Bell in the top of the 3rd. Sooners responded with a solo shot from Brendan Brock in the bottom of the 6th. But Gonzaga blew it open. 5 runs in the top of the 9th inning, including a 2-run double from Reese Shoreman. And they lead it 7-1. First pitch is in there for a strike to Drew Dickerson, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout today. stretch by Landon Hood. And he threw a fastball past the swinging Drew Dickerson. 0-2 to the Sooner DH. The Sooners down to their final strike.
Two really good arms from the Zags today. Schwem had a really good outing. Hood has done nothing but fill it up through 2 2/3.
The 0-2 is swung on and missed. And so Hood strikes out the side for Gonzaga in the ninth. And the Bulldogs salvaged the final game of this 3-game series in Norman. Sooners won 14-4 on Friday and then 11-1 on Saturday. But Gonzaga answers the bell, Blake, and they come up with the win here this afternoon.
Yeah, two really good outings, just like we just said. Schwem and Hood took two guys to do it, just combined 9 innings. Did a really good job of keeping Sooner hitters off balance.
So for the Bulldogs, 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 6 men left. Oklahoma, 1 run, 3 hits, an error, and 5 men left. We'll have the Brahms post-game show, including a conversation with Sooner head coach Skip Johnson when we come back. Your final is 7-1 Bulldogs, and this is Sooner Baseball from Learfield.